This is Brownie from Manhattan, New York. So I'm coming to you guys with a makeup editorial. I'm starting off with priming my face with the Absolute Primer. And this was the one with silicone in it. I like. So you could use whatever primer you choose to use of your liking, especially according to your skin, whatever primer you feel like goes with your skin the best. So I'm applying my primer to my face. And then I'm going to even out my complexion with my NYC Smooth Skin Finish Parfait in the color 677 Nude. And I'm actually doing a different method today than I usually do. So I'm going to need a lot less product than I usually use because so I'm using this much. I usually use a lot more, but less is going to be more today. So you guys can see what I'm doing. So I am going to rub this thing in my, this is actually a foundation as well. So I'm actually just using a lighter color foundation to even out my skin tone. So now that I've evened out my skin tone, I'm going to be using my Ruby Kisses mineral powder, and this is in the color Chestnut. I've been telling you guys cocoa. It's in the color Chestnut. I'm so sorry guys. This is Chestnut RMP14, and this is the Ruby Kisses. So I'm going to be using my powder puff, and this is from Diane Cosmetics. And now I'm applying this once I've even out my skin tone. And then I'm going to bring it down my neck because I always apply powder down my neck as well. So I basically did my entire face, if you guys can see, with the powder on top of the on top of the lighter foundation. So after I've done that, I'm going to try to get off the excess powder because I did like cake on the powder. Guys, honestly, when you're using a mineral powder, there's different type of powders, but when you're using a mineral powder, a little bit goes a long way. So a little bit of the powder is like full coverage, and the more you use is the more coverage you're going for. So I actually use a lot. And as with liquid foundation, you guys can see, you don't want to, you know, go where you're going and rub that off on somebody's clothes. So that is, especially since I'm going to church, I want to make sure that I'm not going to mess up, you know, my church brethren's clothes. I mean, it's my church brethren. Why would I want to hurt them? At the end of the day, I spend every Sunday with them. So yeah. So after, I'm now applying my highlight. So in case those of you who didn't know what highlight was, this is your highlight, your lighter color. Some people call your highlight your illuminator, which is the one that you apply to your highest cheekbone, your highest point of your cheekbones. That is what you, so I am blending this out. So I've now blended this out, and I am going to now take my powder that I'm going to use to set this. So I'm using my NYC Smooth Parfait in the color 702A Naturally Beige. And I like this thing because it comes with, I actually cracked it, so I can't even show you guys how it looks on the inside, but I'm gonna try to. So this is how it looks. It fell and I cracked it, and I didn't mean to crack it because I really do like this powder. So I'm just gonna use a sponge and dab this product on to my face. To set my highlight zone. I'm not really, so I've finished highlighting now, and so I highlighted my T-zone, and now I'm going to bronze my face using my Wet n Wild Minerals bronzer. I don't know, guys, lately, so I'm not really a powder person. I enjoy powder. I like powder and I like liquid, but I really lately have been dabbling into more liquids because I've been using powder for so long. Like where I excuse me, when I think about where I first was as a kid, and I said I never want to go back there, I used to use a lot of powder because in school you weren't allowed to wear makeup. So I used to use a lot of powder because it was like really hard to tell that I was wearing makeup when I used powder. So and a lot of my friends, they went to Catholic school. You know, I went to public school, but we were not allowed to wear makeup in public school. And because I've been wearing makeup since I was a little girl, I used to wear powder, and they couldn't tell that I was wearing powder. So yeah, I don't I'm the type of person now, if I feel comfortable, I don't try to embrace it. I don't try to get involved. I just stay away. You will not find me talking about I'm gonna make it, you know, I'm gonna make it work. If my safety cannot be like almost as much as somebody could possibly make me feel safe, if that cannot be promised to me, I don't go nowhere. That is my now adult attitude. Some people, they know, you know, that there's gonna be danger, but they still go anyways. Me, if my safety is not promised to me, as much as, listen, as much as over, as people used to tell me I was a little girl, over my dead body, I promise you. That is the life I'm living now. I am not I'm not even going to lie. Growing up, that's what they used to say to me, and that's the way I live now. I won't try to act like I'm living someplace different or differently from how I'm living. That's how I live. Some people be like, listen, man, I know things gonna happen. That's alright. No, especially if I find out I know you could have done better and you didn't do better, and I got hurt, I take that very seriously, because 9 times out of 10 I will not deal with the individual ever again in life. And they be like, you know what? When I look back on it, it wasn't the cost of the relationship, because you know a lot of the times when you have male or female friends, they meet a male or they meet a female that they like, and they get up and they forget about you who is there struggling with them the whole time, and they run away and leave you. And when they run away and leave you, I always say, I hope whoever you run to could help you. And that's why I have a lot of mommy issues and daddy issues. That's why. Because whoever that person is, I hope it works out. I mean, I'll sit there with you and go through it with you just to show you that I'm serious. I am not taking you back. I don't know about you guys. I actually learned this harsh method from experiencing it from family members. It's not a good method. I wish I found a better one. But yeah. So basically this is going to be my entire face. I'm going to add some blush. I contoured my face with my bronzer, and now I'm going to add some blush because a girl loves blush. So I'm adding in my blush. I don't want to put it in my hair. I always put my blush in my hair for some reason or the next. And like some people, they're like starstruck. I'm not starstruck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like who I like, and when I see them, I'm like always very happy to see somebody that is a star. But I'm not like starstruck. Some people, like, they get up and they give that person all their money, everything they have, and then they be like, I don't have nothing, because they're starstruck, you know. So you want to be that. I'm not the type of person that if I see somebody that's famous, I'm like, oh wow, that person is famous, but I will not go into my bank account and give that person all my money because they're a star and they come around me or they're in my neighborhood. Like, I saw this one person on YouTube. They saw the person, and the person was famous, and they took